of traffic. Enjoy the holiday and drive safely.
Yeah, I'm that drip coming down from the corner of the room. But where did I come from? I'll never tell.
Bone Dry Roofing can and will fix it right the first time using quality materials and will deal honestly and fairly with you, period. You can find Bone Dry Roofing on their website, bonedryroofingllc.com, and Facebook at Bone Dry Roofing LLC. Do it right before your roof needs a tarp to keep the elements out. Bone Dry Roofing stands behind their work to help make your home safe and secure, plus they have financing available. Remember, if you're not bone dry, then you're all wet.
5 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning, Memorial Day weekend. Just a few days away, huh?
Yeah.
Kicking off the summer for most of us, for many of us.
Grills come out.
What comes out?
Grills.
Grills come out.
Grills come out.
We got a grill. We should get some charcoal.
There you go.
And cook something.
Yeah.
I made.
Nice.
I didn't make it, but I ate beef Wellington yesterday.
Yeah, wasn't
Very
that
first
good?
time. I was tempted to put ketchup on. I wonder what Galen would say about that.
Yeah,
Put
I've never had it either.
Never had it, really.
I was thinking about the ketchup.
Are we on the air?
too.
Are we on the air?
I don't know. I hear it in my headset. Maybe we are.
Galen, you told us on the... Wait. What is the temperature? Let me do my proper thing. 66 degrees. Thank you for tuning in this morning. Galen Unold on the phone. Good morning, Galen.
Oh, hey, Larry, Robin. Catch up on beef Wellington. Oh,
Have you ever had beef Wellington?
of course, yeah.
Of course. I had it I'm 61 years old. I never had it. Yesterday I had it for the first time.
Me too.
I did not put ketchup on it, though. I was teasing.
Thank goodness.
I did put salt on it, though.
Smacked you upside the head.
I put salt on it. How do you feel about that?
Did you taste it first?
Yes.
Well, then that's fine.
Okay.
I'll see.
But ketchup...
Now, if you're one of those people who just put salt on everything and doesn't even taste it, then that's a problem.
That's the old me. That's not me anymore.
Good.
Mm-hmm.
That was me. Well,
I like beef Wellington when it's got that, I don't know, what am I trying to say? The crust on the outside, the breading,
the pastry crust.
Pastry,
Flaky.
thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. It's like a sandwich with steak in it, but better.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah, I've never had it before. It was delicious.
Now, what was your? Did you guys have a sauce on the side? Did you have an au jus? Did you have a? Corn sauce?
I don't have any
No,
au jus.
there was no sauce
Au jus.
on the side. It was just there.
It was just there.
Okay.
Yeah, with the
I
flakies.
when because I've made beef Wellington, I couldn't get my pastry flaky, but I made a really good peppercorn sauce to go with it.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Well, whatever was on it was a take-home plate. Well, we did a graduation over the weekend, and so the hostess said, "Here, take something home with you." So we did.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. It was
I
so
like
good.
beef Wellingtons. It's hard to make, so.
I think it was made by Brick City Cafe.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, they catered it.
Yeah, they make a really good beef Wellington. Yeah.
But
There you go.
it's very intricate. I mean, it has to take a lot of time. And what you said, your pastry wasn't flaky enough then.
That's my problem all the time.
It's a problem, Larry, if you don't use the right amount of baking soda.
All right, so I have today 10 ways that sports figures have been thrown under the bus.
Okay.
And I was going to call this segment "Galen Explains the News."
Okay.
Well, the sports news anyway. Galen explains sports news because I read this thing. I said, I don't know that I quite get all these stories here.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a trending story right now, and it's ways apparently that some sports figures have been, kind of dissed by people you would not expect to be dissing them, like their buddies, their teammates, etc. Yeah. You okay? What are you ordering? Chicken?
It's the
No,
last week of
after
school.
my son who won the Heat game.
Who did?
Right.
Who did win?
I mean, the Heat game, the Cleveland and Raptors, and the Raptors won.
The Raptors won, probably because of the Dachshund story yesterday.
I would think so. It's all about the job.
Yeah, there you go.
So how's the blood supply today?
We're right there at that 4-day blood supply and kind of holding fast until this weekend comes. But we just need more people to give and donate blood. And so if you think about it, if nobody donated on starting on Friday and they didn't donate Saturday, Sunday, or Monday, we would be completely out come Tuesday. So we really just need people to come out, give the gift of life, and donate blood because we expect our donations to be at about 50% of what they would normally be.
Because of people
over this
traveling and
weekend.
stuff, right? To vacation, yeah.
Yeah, you know, people grilling.
That's right.
So please get out there, give the gift of life, and donate blood. We try everything we can to maintain a safe and adequate blood supply, but we cannot do that without you. And you're the key ingredient in all this, so please just get out there and give blood.
Well, since it's Memorial Day weekend, when a person donates blood, do they get to put the name of a fallen soldier on a star and put it on your wall?
If
honor
they
of them?
want to do that, we have a lot of people that donate in honor of somebody they love, but that's completely up to you, and we leave that in your hands.
Is that what you're doing, or did Robin just start something for you? I mean, is that...
Well, we don't do a star. We have a different program,
Oh,
but it's a blood drop. But yeah,
Oh.
we do that year round. Even if you want to donate for somebody who's passed away and from cancer or something like that.
oh, I never knew that.
yeah,
The
we-
blood
we-
drop program.
Yeah.
I like that. I'll do that next
And then
time
we
I
also
donate.
have like cards if you want to donate in memory of someone or in honor of someone. We have these little cards that you can fill out and mail.
That is
to them if
nice.
you want.
That is nice. That'll get some
Yeah.
people to donate that maybe never donated before.
Yeah.
And you can also justify it by saying, you can have an extra hamburger, an extra big thick hamburger.
Exactly.
If you donate blood, you can justify it, the calories and everything. Don't worry about it. You just gave those calories away. You can eat another big, gigantic
Absolutely.
$6 burger, as Hardee's used to call it.
Exactly.
The important message that Galen makes sure that we receive each weekday morning is important, and it's not possible without sponsors. And we have two great sponsors, Penn Flooring and Palm Garden. Penn Flooring, as you probably already know, has some beautiful flooring options for you to choose from. If you're going to remodel your home, don't forget the floor. Go over to the Penn Flooring showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the McKay-Williams Bridge, a few blocks from Pine Avenue, and say, hey, this is pretty nice stuff. You know who told us about this? We were listening to Galen, Unold, and LifeSouth, and those other two. I can't never remember their names.
That's
but
right.
But they were talking about this. I think I could remember the names maybe if it was on the bus, but it's not on the bus.
No, Galen.
It's just Galen's name is on the bus. Not so sure. I don't know who those other two are, but they're always on there.
That's right.
They're always asking questions. I don't think they have any answers to anything.
No.
They only ask. They never say anything, really. It's just questions, Galen.
That's all it is.
But thank Penn Flooring. For real. I'm being serious here.
Go see Galen's friend. Craig, is that his name?
Yep.
Yep, go see Galen's friend Craig at Penn Flooring.
And over at Palm Garden, thank them as well. They have, chances are they have a Memorial Day program.
Friday.
I'm sure they do, yes.
Yeah.
And go over there and see the facility. They have it's a really beautiful facility. It passes the tests. Mm-hmm. Get the white glove out. I promise you, you're not going to get dust on it. Use the sniff test. You're going to walk in there and go see, this place smells clean.
Exactly.
And the folks who work there are really fabulous. Is this their
That's
thing?
it.
Palm
yeah,
Garden?
For Jan, yeah.
Palm Garden. Join us for a cookout in the North Courtyard at Palm Garden this coming Friday from 11 to 12:30. Oh, everybody's invited.
Yep.
Chicken wings with sauce. Galen?
Chicken wings with sauce.
What'd you call it? A jus or
Au jus.
something?
Au jus.
Corn on the cob?
Au jus yeah. Go ahead.
3 cheese macaroni and cheese. 3 cheese macaroni and cheese. Watermelon. Okay. All happening at Palm Garden. Well, and while you're there, ask for a tour and you'll see why people choose Palm Garden as their place to put mom, dad, husband, wife, if they need a place like that. Hey,
Exactly.
it's nothing to be embarrassed about. And if you're going to do it, you got to do it right. Go to Palm Garden. All right, before we do our ways that sports figures have been thrown under the bus, I do see the phone ringing. Let me push the button that answers it. Good morning. You're on the air with Galen Unold.
Yes, good morning, everyone, and good morning, Galen. A quick question.
And Larry and
for you.
Robin.
If a person would receive the wrong blood type, what would happen to them and how long would they live?
How long would he live, Galen? Gave him the wrong one.
Well, it depends on the product, but if he was to get red cells and they were an O and they received A, their blood would lysine, and it just would depend on how much they got and how quickly the nurses would
Cancer.
act. Yeah. I mean, they probably, if the nurse is doing their job, they wouldn't die. because they would catch it pretty quickly.
Where a person needed blood immediately, could they receive some other type of blood until they got to a facility where they could get the right type?
No, they're going to get O negative in an emergency situation like that until they can be typed. So that's why you're seeing more and more ambulances and life flights and things like that actually carry blood on their trucks and on their helicopters and on their planes. So they carry O negative.
Okay, very good. Thank you for the call. You know, interesting things on YouTube the other day. Somebody posted a recording of an old radio station that I used to listen to when I was a kid on Long Island.
Oh, nice.
And so it was an old AM station that played top 40 music, and so I'm listening to this old station and kind of taking me back to my my teenage years or whatever.
Nice.
And they have a blood drive. They're talking about a blood drive, and they're saying, and I couldn't believe this. They're saying, if you listen right now in the Nassau County area, we need type B positive. We need B, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm from Long Island. Maybe it's a Long Island thing.
Maybe.
Because Galen never asks for B positive. He always asks for O.
Yes.
O negative.
Yeah, who knows?
But back then, I don't even remember hearing like the equivalent of what Galen does. I don't even remember hearing that back in those days.
No,
but there it was, right there on that old station.
Mm-hmm.
And that's something.
They must have been talking directly to you, Larry.
Yeah, in the future.
Fly up and donate blood.
Well, this was 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
Oh.
Sure.
All right, and it had that crackly AM sound.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Gosh.
We don't have that crackly sound anymore, do we?
No, not supposed to.
All right. We'll take a little break. We've got to do this. And when we come back, Galen, I've got 10 ways that sports figures have been thrown under the bus. I think you're going to like this,
okay.
but it's going to need some explaining, Lucy. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. On this Tuesday, a mix of clouds and sunshine with a high of 85 on the coast, 89 inland. Partly cloudy and mild Tuesday night, low 63 in a few inland spots, about 70 along the coast. For Wednesday, partly sunny, high 84 at the coast, 89 inland. Thursday, mostly sunny and becoming breezy with a high of 83 to 87. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
At Palm Garden of Ocala, we ask all Americans to take a moment from their day of leisure to reflect on the brave sacrifices of those who have given their lives for this great nation. For those veterans who stay with us for long-term care, we have special Memorial Day events to honor the fallen and a barbecue to celebrate the freedoms and life we all enjoy. Palm Garden has the privilege to serve many veterans who need short-term rehab following a hospital stay. Your veteran has the freedom to choose Palm Garden for all their rehab needs.
The Orlando Fringe returns its 25th anniversary festival, May 18th through the 30th, with nearly 1,000 performances from local, national, and international performing arts companies. There is truly something for everyone at the Orlando Fringe. For tickets and information, visit orlandofringe.org or call 407-648-0077. We hope to see you on the Fringe. Orlando Fringe, 25 years bold.
All right, 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in. Beautiful Tuesday. Galen Unold on the phone. Galen, we posted the video from Ocala's Got Talent finally yesterday, and as I was watching it, I was watching the young girl who dances, and Tom Schmitz was one of the judges, and I thought, gosh, the three judges really had a hard job. And I thought, because Tom is more of a sports guy, but I mean, he was really astute when it came to the musical comments that he made to the contestants. But the girl really represents, in my mind, where athletics and music come together. It's right there in the dancer, isn't it? I mean, that's an athlete right there. When you're looking at somebody who can flip over and do all that stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot of dancing that require a ton of athleticism. It's more gymnastics in some cases than anything else.
Really cool, though. Really, really amazing. All right. We've got some amazing people in our world. All right, ready? The 10 ways that some sports figures have been thrown under the bus. Former Atlanta Braves manager Freddie Gonzalez was fired in May. We're still in May. And guess how we found out about it? Through an email confirming his flight home. Do you know this story?
Isn't that brutal? Yeah. It got a lot of traction, and it tells you how disorganized and how poorly run the Braves are right now. They're getting ready to move into a brand new stadium next year in Cobb County, and there's nothing wrong with their current stadium. It's a shame, really, to be honest with you, of how that organization used to be the best in Major League Baseball, from farm system all the way up, and now it's one of the worst. It's embarrassing.
All right. Let's see.
And the fan base is extremely strong. They care. It's just really hard to watch this team right now, and it has been for the last 2 years.
All right, here's another one. Former NBA stars Robert Horry and Tracy McGrady appeared on ESPN's The Jump in April, and seven-time champion Horry owned McGrady over his lack of a title. McGrady asked Horry if he could have one of his rings, and Horry replied, "Nah, dog, you got to earn it. It wouldn't be right if I just gave it to you."
Yep. I'm not sure that needs much explaining.
Yeah, that does need explaining. I don't understand. Why is that throwing under was he asking to own the ring or just have it?
I don't know. I don't know why he got thrown. I don't really understand it thrown under the bus. I mean, that's just what if you got a championship and the other person doesn't, that's kind of what they expect you to do on TV.
Yeah. Okay. They compare it to when Shaquille O'Neal on Inside the NBA was with Charles Barkley and spoke about Charles Barkley's appearance in Space Jam by comparing it to Kazam. And he said, "I thought Kazam was bad, but this is worse than Kazam."
Yeah, but that was with Bugs Bunny. Space Jam.
Yeah.
Did you ever see the video of Shaquille O'Neal wrestling with Charles Barkley and they roll over a couch?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Space Jam 2 is coming out, by the way.
What is?
Space Jam 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh my.
With LeBron James.
Now, here's another thrown under the bus sports story. The term renege is vague, but in certain circumstances, the act can read extremely disrespectful.
Okay.
In March, Chris Beard signed on to become the new head football coach at UNLV. Less than a month later, he backed out to take the job at Texas Tech. UNLV athletic director Tina Kunzer Murphy said, quote, "This unprecedented move is extremely disappointing to the president and I, for our program, and to our fans," unquote. It was reminiscent of the time football coach Lane Kiffin bolted from Tennessee after only 14 months, or to a lesser degree, NBA center DeAndre Jordan going back on his verbal commitment to join the Dallas Mavericks in free agency.
Oh, gosh.
So the reneging, I guess.
Yeah, I think it's more like when Billy Donovan signed with the Magic and then decided, you know what, I want to come back and coach the Gators again. So, because he never actually showed up. I mean, there's examples of that happen. Bill Belichick did that with the Jets. This happens all the time. People just change their mind. Think about it in your real life. I mean, you take a job and then you go home and you're like, what did I just do? I don't want that job.
Yeah, but there's a big difference, because when it's normal people like us, there's no media coverage or hoopla. But when it's those guys, I mean, it's like everybody's jumping on board to, break the story. It's harder.
Oh, that's
So
exactly that's all right.
So with the Freddie Gonzalez story, Robin wasn't in the room. The Freddie Gonzalez story, he was the manager of the Braves, right? Mm-hmm. And how did they fire him? I don't understand this. He found out about he was fired by getting his flight confirmed?
He got an email. And in the email, they said that they were terminating his contract.
Oh.
And the email said, by the way, your flight's at 4:30?
Yeah, no guts.
Well, okay, so every player gets all their flight itinerary emailed to them on a daily basis, or however often they're flying. Mm-hmm. And in the email, it said that he was fired.
Oh. Well, did he have to pay for his own flight then, or?
No, I don't think that mattered, but no, he didn't. They're on their way back home.
Boy, those guys have no guts. That's awful.
Here's another throwing them under the bus. NBA big man Dwight Howard made it blatantly clear that he wanted out of Orlando in 2011 and 2012. At one point, he told teammates he was going to be traded to the Brooklyn Nets, but he wasn't. In January, Orlando Magic guard J.J. Redick told Adrian Wojnarowski on the Vertical podcast I can remember being in the shower after practice, one of the first practices of the season, and him saying, "I love you guys. I'm headed to Brooklyn. Trade is going down later tonight." And I'm on Twitter. I'm on Hoops Hype. And, for 24 hours, like, when this going down?
Oh, gee.
It didn't go down.
Speak right.
And I think for the rest of the season, there was an underlying resentment because of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the story of Dwight Howard in Orlando has been well documented. I think he's a prima donna. He's an overrated player. He's not nearly as good as he thinks he is. And my good friend David Pingalore really blew that story up and really brought that to light. So, yeah.
Okay,
He's
so you
not
agree?
a good guy.
But it is
He never went to college. He never grew up. He's very immature player, and it's just not very good. So.
Here's another one where they were thrown under the bus. It's always painful when a beloved sports team moves out of its city, but then again, that is the business of sports. What is truly dirty is when Stan Kroenke, is that how you say his name?
Yep.
What he did to the city of St. Louis. In 1995, the city opened a new publicly funded stadium to help lure the Rams from Los Angeles, and it worked. 2 decades later, Kroenke moved his Rams back to L.A., leaving St. Louis taxpayers with $144 million in remaining debt.
There you go.
Oh.
That shows.
Well, you see, here's the thing, and again, that's why I'm against any publicly funded stadium.
Sports stadium.
It's going to be any sports stadium. I don't think it's in the best interest of that city because, they talk about all the ancillary things you get out of it, but it ends up costing you a whole lot more money than you make off of it. And Stan he didn't own the Rams when they left L.A., so I'm not going to blame him for that one. But it was a money grab. I mean, the market in L.A. is massive compared to St. Louis. You're going from like the number 2 market in the country, or moving from, I think it's the 48th, 49th market in the U.S. to number 2 television market in the U.S. It's a no-brainer.
Wow.
Wow.
And they're going to build them this state-of-the-art stadium that's going to, rival any. It's going to be the best thing out there. Why not do it? And that's where the Rams were. That's where they're from. They're from L.A. So let them stay there.
All right, let's go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the air. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, this is Jim. Let me see. One of the ultimate under-the-bus moments was when Ralph Kiner, who had hit 51 home runs the previous season, went in to negotiate a raise with Branch Rickey in Pittsburgh. And Branch Rickey said, "We could have finished last without you, Ralph."
Oh.
No. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Woo.
That doesn't sound good.
And Ralph got traded to Chicago later that season.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Hurt feelings. Thank you. Do the hurt feelings? Does the high pay make it easier to take when you get paid well like that?
Yeah, I would. I don't know. I'd like to give it a shot. I don't know. I think it all depends on how far you fall. And what we're talking about is just a teammate talking about another teammate. It's not, getting fired. Freddie Gonzalez had 2 years left on his contract, so he's still got paid. He'll get paid for this year and all of next year. So he's going to be fine.
Oh, he will be. He'll be fine.
Do I have time for one more? Let's see. Embarrass a peer on the field of play. Let's see. This is an example of an acceptable form of throwing somebody under the bus, it says here. How else can you describe the sick move Golden State Warriors guard Stephen Curry threw on Oklahoma City Thunder forward Serge Ibaka in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals? He did him dirty. The same can be said for this fake penalty kick from FC Barcelona. This absolutely disrespectful stiff arm from Arizona Cardinals wide receiver Larry Fitzgerald and vintage LeBron James Blanc. I guess we're having videos on this one, maybe. I don't know. This piece. Any of that make sense to you?
No, not really. I mean, I know the move they're talking about with Steph Curry. I don't know anything about the penalty kick.
There was a bunch more in that article.
That's
I
fascinating.
thought it was an interesting thing.
It's very fascinating.
All right, Gail, where's the
stuff.
Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today is at the Walmart on Wedgwood Lane.
The Walmart on Wedgwood Lane.
Yes.
All right, well, enjoy your Tuesday. We're getting closer. Are you getting the travel fever? You starting to want to travel somewhere?
I went to the beach this weekend. That's good for me. If I go to the beach every 2 or 3 weeks, then all's well. If I can see the ocean, then I'm happy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I like that line. Yeah, me too. All right, Galen, thank you for what you do.
All right, bye, y'all.
All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Egypt's head of forensics is denying it, but an Egyptian official says there are indications of an explosion on board the Egypt airplane which crashed.
We all heard about this smoke appearing in one of the toilets and in the avionics bay, but what of course we don't know is whether the explosion, if indeed there was one, made the smoke, or whether the smoke and the fire associated with it led to an explosion.
David Bowden with Fox sister network Sky News, another point of contention.
The Egyptians are disputing this idea put out by the Greeks a couple of days ago that there was a kind of massive spin and loss of altitude immediately prior to the plane crashing into the Mediterranean.
The strict voter ID law in Texas put to the test with arguments before a federal appeals court today, and the head of TSA security getting bumped after problems such as massive security lines at airports. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
This is no time for ceremony. Warlike measures cover our waters and darken our lands. Why stand we here idle?
Behind every legend,
our brethren are already in the field.
Lies.
I know not what course others may take, but as for me, give me liberty,
the truth,
or give me death.
Bill O'Reilly presents Legends and Lies, The Patriots, coming June 5th to Fox News Channel.
The Republicans, the Democrats, two critical conventions, and only one network covers it all. Fair and balanced. Fox News Channel, starting July 18th, the Republican National Convention in Cleveland, Ohio. Then, starting July 25th, the Democratic National Convention in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The must-see political events are on Fox News Channel. We are America's election headquarters.
Here for Dairy Queen to tell you about some new and tasty foods. Two of the new items are the Royal Blizzards, packed with extra fruit or fudge, and the new bruschetta chicken, a hot-baked sandwich on focaccia artisan bread. I know I had one for lunch, and it was exceptional. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where we always treat you like kings and queens.
Don't get caught without your daily source of senior deals. Pick up your copy of the Senior Voice newspaper. It's your source for schedule and events tailored to seniors, with information you need, like a list of free events in the area. We even have Tom's Picks, a free referral for people who are looking for a company to do work for them. Tom's Picks will refer the company to you that fits your needs, and all we ask in return is that you tell them where you heard about them. For more information, call Tom's Picks, 352-804-1223. And pick up your copy of the Senior's Voice at most any business up and down the 200 corridor.
Now read Ocala Downtown Newspaper online.
Hey Ocala, this is Kelly Hart, executive editor of Ocala Magazine. Did you know last year Ocala Magazine won more awards in excellence than any other publication in Florida? And this year, Ocala Magazine was named Best Consumer Magazine in the state. Now you can join me every Friday at 10 a.m. on Ocala Magazine Radio, where we bring the pages of Ocala Magazine to life, right here on The Source. Ocala Magazine thanks you for making us number one. And remember, there is only one Ocala Magazine.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hi, I'm Leah Caruso with Strive Rehabilitation, inviting you to join me Thursday at 11 a.m. for Health Matters. Ocala Health and Strive have teamed up to bring you the latest information on good health services available to you right here at home. This vital information will help you make informed decisions about your health. So don't forget to join me here at 11 a.m. Thursday. It's news you can use from Ocala Health, Strive, and your friends here at WOCA.
Putting the local back into radio. 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. WOCA News. Variety. Information. Now. Keep your arms and legs on the inside at all times.
The most trusted name in news, Fox News. Every half hour, only on 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, The Source.
WOCA.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.